There is a difference between living a life alone and feeling alone, and living a life alone and never feeling alone. I'm going to show you a short video of what changed in my life, and you can actually feel it as I walk and show this video. There's something missing. And this is what took me to another level of where I don't want to be anymore. And this is how it is every single day. Every single evening that I'm home. Every single night. This is what I hear, I see, it never changes. Empty chairs, long porch, every day that I'm home. This is it. And it took me a minute to understand what is different. But what is different is when you, well, there you go. There's some excitement happening somewhere. Anyways, the difference is when you raise kids, you always hear sound. And so my kids were 15 years apart. And so Seth is gone and working. He's an adult now. And we'll be splitting this. He'll be staying here and or making his decisions by 2022, and that's why that's why I have made my decisions for May and already made plans to move in May. This is no longer any fun to me, and this is feeling alone. This isn't feeling life. I'm not thriving feeling this. But identifying the difference was important because this wasn't how I grew up. And laying it out on the floor made me realize that what took away every emotion that I had was the goofiness and the entertainment that my father provided. And so in his inspiration and in my sister's inspiration of spinal bifida and her being handicapped in 30 years of being a part of taking care of her, what I realized is now that I am alone, I don't never need to feel alone. I've never been alone in my life. I need to feel alive and to strive forward. And to do that is not to sit where this feeling, all of these people that have these families and raising kids, and so I'm in this community that I raised my child in, which was a great community. But it's no longer the community for me going out and living a life alone. So my decision to move to Nashville was, if we're going to work and pay for our living, then let's at least pay for the view and the people. They don't we don't have to have them as our friends. We have to have them to see life, to thrive. And so that gives me energy throughout my day. And that's why going to work on my job and helping others is so exciting when I do go work my 312s, is because I know that every minute that I'm there, I'm a part of a team that is making a difference in someone's life. And so this morning I woke up to take this video so that you could understand and feel the difference of where I'm not thriving anymore. And it's not a depression, it is a fact in how you do self-care and try to find where you need to be. And the fact is I was actually out there trying to, my mom giving me land to build a home and way out in Perry County, which is about 2 hours from where I work. And so, I mean, all of those things were so wonderful because I always wanted to live in the barn, like a barn open floor plan house where I had everything I ever wanted in just one open, floor plan, and which is more than available to me. But what's not available to me by taking that opportunity is that the whole time I'm there, I'm seeking out people. And the people with the new venue that are just a few minutes away and a few miles away, and the new Buffalo River canoe place that's going to have the new music festivals going on, which is all great for that community. However, it's not an everyday thing. And what I have done and had in my life has always been people. So whether I know you or whether I don't, as long as I can see you or see people, I thrive and have energy to, to be happy. And so this isn't happiness for me. This stillness, nobody's out, and this is how it looks all the time. This is not just this morning. I mean, hardly ever is there anyone out. And this porch is always empty. And down the road is always lonely. And nobody ever comes out on their porches here. And it's nothing wrong with that. They all have their own way of life. They have families. They have kids. And, they're thriving in different ways than I'm thriving. But what you do is when you become, an empty nester, is you realize that it's the people that you miss the most and that you want to be around. And they don't have to like you, they don't have to know you, they don't have to, be a part of you. But for me, I've had people in my life my whole life. I didn't know half of them, but they all made me happy. And so this empty porch that I never have anyone come sit with me on, it's no fun anymore. My kids are grown. So that part about living a life and feeling alone is never where I want to be. Never. So if I put myself in downtown Nashville, where I can literally pay for my living and walk and see people every single day, then I would be living a very exciting life. Because one is I'm doing self-care, I can exercise, I can give back to people what I have wanted for so many years. I wanted to watch the music note fall from Nashville, but yet I've not had the money to go. Well, if I live there, I can not only see it, but I can record it for you. And for the 4th of July that I got to experience one time that was magical in Nashville in 2002, well, I want to experience it again. And so if I live there, I can walk and I can film and be a part of everything I want to be a part of, and I can actually walk. And the only thing I have to do is pay for my own living. Well, I'm doing that here, and I feel alone because I am alone. Do you see this? This is alone, y'all. This is what living a life alone and feeling alone is like. This is what you get. You get very little traffic. Nobody stops by. Nobody is friendly. Nobody cares. Okay? I have lived here long enough to know that, this is not where, this is my final place to be in my next chapter. It is about sharing what happiness is. And even if you can't get there, someone else can help show you. And that's what I want to do, is maybe I didn't get to see it, or maybe I didn't get to be there. But if I'm going to pay for my living anyways, and it's going to be this god-awful price, well, dang gum. Almost cussed y'all, I'm sorry. But, I want to get out there and live where every day that I exercise my 52-year-old body, hell, I'm getting something good for y'all. Y'all get it? Y'all get it now? No, I am not a boring person. I'm a person that has to have, I thrive off of I'm motivated by others. So this, y'all, don't do nothing for me. Okay? They've never said hello. They don't care. Nobody down this road wants to be your friend. I've tried for years and years, and nobody cares. Who cares is you got to care about yourself enough to change the way you live to fit what you want. And that's what doing that puzzle on my floor, that, journalizing and taking pictures, that's what it's for. Is one day you may have to see where you belong, and it is important for us to find where we belong. Even when we don't have anyone, we don't have to make people want to be in our life. We don't have to make people want to stay in our life or even be involved in our life. But what we have to do is we have to enjoy our own company. And we have to know how to thrive and know self-care enough to know what it takes for us to live a productive life while we're here on this earth. Y'all, I'm freezing to death, so if you hear my teeth chattering, just know that I'm freezing to death trying to do this little old video. But it's important for me to share the difference. And I was going to sit down on my couch with my chroma tree. It's not a Christmas tree until it's decorated for Christmas. I say it is a chroma tree because that's what it is. It's a half of anything you want to think, because it's my happiness, and I make it what I want to make it in the time I want to make it. And I learned to do that. I've learned to make that my nightlight, my happiness, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. It's going to stay up 12 months. It's not going to just be up for a couple months a year. It's going to stay up, and I'm going to decorate it ever how I want with what makes me happy. And that's what I'm saying about finding yourself and finding what makes you happy, because color makes me happy. People make me happy. And you know what? You don't got to be in my life, but I have to see you to thrive. I know it's just the way I was brought up into a musician's hands. I mean, he always had people around. He had music going. And if I put myself there and I pay for that, then I'm getting the life, the most beautiful life that there is for myself. And I will never feel alone. Isn't that what's important? Is to never feel alone, even when we are. I mean, y'all, I hope to not always be alone, but during this time, I want to figure it out. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be who I am, and figuring that out in this little time span since my move in May has been challenging. There's no reason to ever be depressed. I'm never a depressed person, even though people want to pick me apart and try to diagnose me with every damn thing there is. I'm just fine, y'all. I am happy on my own. And I don't need you. You know, I don't need anyone, but we do need ourselves, and we need to be healthy, and we need to know how to find things to do with the time that, you know, that we have, and to make ourselves happy. And that's what this last, or since May, that's what I have found. And I'm sorry this video is a little lengthy. I'm sorry some of you won't even listen to it, but that's okay, because whoever clicks off don't need to be on my page. Don't need to make no remarks on my YouTube. I love this YouTube. I'm thankful for this YouTube. I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful that I'm out here standing, and that this is all so lonely, so that I could actually show you the difference between living life alone and feeling alone, and then living life alone and never feeling alone. And that's why I'm going where I'm going in May of 2022. And it's important for y'all to know that before I start the crazy videos, because you won't understand unless you watch all the videos. It's taken, you know, it's taken time to figure this out. This isn't something that it just was there. And it's something that none of y'all do. It's something that y'all don't pick. You don't look at your own life. You're looking at everybody else, trying to figure everybody else out, but you're forgetting the most important person. You forget yourself. And I've done that for so many years. I don't even know how to think of, you know, what to think or how to think. What does Tammy want? Well, what does Tammy need? Well, it's took since May, and I'm pretty daggum proud that I figured it out. And guess what? It really was because of y'all. Because when you sit alone and you find out you have nobody, it changes life. And these so-called friends that want to say they're your friends, that don't check on you, that whenever you offer your help to them, and they don't want to take advantage of you having the hands and the work ability to you know, I'm offering to work the whole summer for you, and you don't take advantage of what I can do and the abilities that I have. And you tell me no, and you don't have a reason. Well, you know, it starts to speak volume of what and who you are. And, you know, a person can only beg so much for a person to be in their life, or for people to be in their life. If people don't want to be in your life, let them go. Goodbye, goodbye. Shoot, we don't need that crap. Let them go. I think of all the times I've sit and cried over the fact that I thought I needed someone. Heck, hell no, I don't need no one. What I need is I need to know me, to know what I need, to know where to go for me to be happy. And that's all I need. Y'all, I don't need to be a rich woman. I can be a poor woman and be happy. But y'all, if we miss the happy, ain't no money in the world gonna make that happen. I don't care how rich you are. Some of the damn saddest people in the world are the wealthiest people in the world. So ain't no money gonna make you happy. What's gonna make you happy is knowing yourself and having the confidence to talk about it. Because once you figure it out, if you share it with someone, maybe they can, you know, start working on their own life. And this was a challenge for me. And that's why I'm sharing it. Because y'all hear all this? It's nothing. This is not life, okay? If I'm going to pay the price to live like this, like I'm living now, it